What's up, my beautiful butterflies? It's the Awakened Butterfly, and I'm back with another video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please stay for the entire video. And if you like the content, hit the like button and the subscribe button. To all of my day one butterflies, welcome back, guys. I missed you guys so much. I've been waiting to do another video. I'm sorry I've been busy. I've been working really hard. But I had to get me some rest and do some research, and I am back. And I want to touch a really sensitive topic today. And pretty much we will be discussing abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, and physical abuse. Um, The one that I will be discussing the most will be physical abuse because due to the fact that it is Black History Month, I have been seeing online that there have been a lot of deaths of Black women due to domestic violence. So I really feel that it is important to discuss this today. And just, overall as well, domestic violence is really something that needs to be discussed. And I'm not only directing the women as the victim, because I do know that there are a lot of men that, although not discussed, they are also victim to domestic violence. But mainly, you do see domestic violence where the woman is the victim, and a lot of this is related to something that's unknown to the human eye. A lot of the times, people can um, have a relationship with someone and not even know the person's motive for even coming into their life. But before we get into that, guys, I'm going to start from the beginning to where this is all from. Well, in some cases, with especially with targeted individuals, and that is ritual abuse. And it was started from the 1980s, and this was mainly happening to children because they were trying to start something, a programming with them from a young age. So as they get older, it would already be implanted within them. This abuse could be physical, sexual, and psychological abuse, unfortunately. Um, these acts are systematic. They can happen in a ceremony, in an individual person can do it, or it can be done in groups, as in, gang stalking. These are the subjects of gang stalking that a lot of people are uncomfortable with talking about, but unfortunately, these things do happen. It's not just people riding past your house or using electronics. There are also people actually being physically abused due to gang stalking. And it really needs to be talked about. Um, the rituals are in an attempt to gain power and control over their victim. That's what the whole attempt is. That's why these rituals take place. Um, the pedophilia, which is called pedo rituals, that's where the children are being abused and exposed to these things at a young age. Um, and I know a lot of you are probably wondering, what does this have to do with domestic violence? Well, a lot of times, and right now, guys, we're talking about um, anyone who feels that they are one of the chosen ones and they're targeted, and they feel like they've been experiencing some type of abuse ever since they were a child, and once they got older and got into relationships, they were also abusive as well. And this doesn't just have to be physical abuse, guys. This can be emotional abuse and verbal abuse as well. Sometimes, as I was mentioning before, in my previous video, you do have family members that are a part of certain things. And in order for them to reach a certain status, they have to not only perform certain acts within themselves and other people, a part of um, the occult, but also within their family members. They have to, certain things have to happen to family members. And a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, all the time, these people know who the chosen ones are in the families of these people that are joining their cult. They know who you are. And they may give this person a dilemma and say, hey, if you want to reach this certain status, you have to bring this person in or put this family member through this type of abuse or put them through this. And unfortunately, this happens, guys, because these people are hungry for, the status and the perks that comes with this. Prestige, power, financial gain, and even sexual gain. These people get sexual favors done, financial wealth, power, prestige, for selling their family out. And, sometimes as a child, we may endure things and we don't even know that it's all because of this. And, it's quite unfortunate. And like I said, it's all in an attempt for power and control over the victim in order to keep them blind to what's really going on, because they already know that you will have an awakening and they're trying to stop your awakening, period. The the childhood trauma to adulthood is what I mean when I say, when you experience this abuse as a child and nothing's being done about it, because the family that's supposed to protect you is a part of it. They're orchestrating it, so there's no one to around to be aware of this. That's There's something wrong going on, so you're just enduring this. And once you get into a relationship with someone and you get older, you're so used to the abuse that you think that it's supposed to happen. You know that it's not, but sometimes you become used to things and you think that it's actually supposed to happen. This is due to the childhood trauma. So, you're actually traumatized if you've experienced this from a childhood and you're going through it now, and nothing's being done about it, and you think it's okay and you're just brushing it off. Confusing concepts of good and evil. Like I said, you don't know what's good or what's bad. Some people are that traumatized to where they're like, well, maybe they're doing this because, it's like the excuses when you constantly make excuses for someone else's behavior and you've been traumatized as a child. It's PTSD, it's trauma, complex PTSD to be exact. This could also have, cause a low self-esteem, an imbalance. It can also cause drug and alcohol abuse. All of these things, because you're trying to suppress the pain of what's going on in your life, because, you've normalized it, but you're also being traumatized by it. So it's just very unfortunate. Due to these years of trauma, it, from childhood on up, it can cause, us to pick abusive partners. And, of course, if we knew these people were abusive, we would not have gotten into relationships with them. That's not the, so don't beat yourselves up about that. It's about someone possibly behind the scenes that is very close to you that's bringing these people in. And one thing that a gang stalker does before they even strike is study you. The handler has already studied you. Now the game stalker is sent in to study you. These people are studying not only your past traumas or what you're currently going through, or everything about you, the type of people that you have romantic relationships with. They study your relationships. They study your partners, um, and that's how they orchestrate the partners that they want to be in your life in order to push a certain agenda. And in this agenda, it's keep maintaining the cycle of abuse within um, the family, and it's to keep confusion and an imbalance. So everything they do will be unnoticed. And the handler, which you would rarely see, has already, like I said, studied everything. And you may be very unaware of this, but you may meet someone and not even know that you have a family member that's a part of something, and they have actually brought this person in. Um, Unknowingly, the person that they brought in, little do they know, they are now also they are now a puppet to the handler, um, as well, because they are now using this person because they know their weakness, and they're playing on this person's weakness in order to hurt someone else and to push an agenda. Um, the physical abuse is to implant fear and control. And if these people know that you have possibly abused drugs and alcohol in the past, they will also use that. They would find a partner that, let's say, for instance, if you're trying to stop smoking marijuana or stop drinking or anything else, they would try to bring someone in that actually does those things. Or if you've already stopped, bring them in to get you to start back. Because, like I said, these people are close to you, they're related to you, and they know everything about you. So, if you're one of the chosen ones, you've possibly been in abusive relationships, not just physical. Um, it could possibly have been orchestrated by someone in your family that is a part of an occult. Um, Here are a couple of signs that you can go by if you are around someone that you're interested in and you don't really know. But here are a couple of red flags, guys, that you can go by to see if this person is even, you know, an abusive person. Jealousy, trying to control your whereabouts, what you wear, who you hang out with, family and friends. Financial control, and this is from the abuser. Trying to control your funds, or you know, um, be the provider of your funds so they could control it at any time. Quick tempered person, we all know what a quick tempered person is, and you all know what it means to have a sense of humor. Um, you all know when something, I feel like we all know when something is just too much. Like, if someone's just angry for no reason, if they're just overly aggressive. Like, it's obvious. Using gaslighting tactics, trying to manipulate you, throw you off, make you think that, you're losing your mind, but you're actually not. And, last but unfortunately not least, physical abuse. And, this is the worst one, because I feel like if someone, knows that someone is like this and they bring them in on someone, it is very, very demonic, because you have no idea who this person is and what their motive is, but they know everything about you, and they know their motive for you. So that's very um, dangerous. It's a very dangerous situation. And I hope that I'm not making anyone feel uncomfortable about this subject, but it's been on my mind for a while, and I was contemplating on if I should discuss it or not. But if I'm here to be open and honest with you guys, I have to be honest to whatever extent, the Most High asked me to be. And it seems like the more I was, contemplating on it, I was seeing more and more videos on domestic violence and people losing their lives to domestic violence. And, a lot of this stuff is not a coincidence. And especially if you just keep, and, also you have to, once you're not in a relationship with someone, you guys break up, you do have to give yourself time to heal before you get into a relationship with someone else. And but if you're doing all of that and you're constantly attracting the same person than the one from before, sometimes it's good to look into your family tree, or the background of your family, and see, like I said, who's involved in what. Because I'm not saying everybody's family is involved in something. I don't want everybody side-eyeing different family members and things like that nature. But you guys know, trust your intuition. I feel like everyone that watches this channel is all on the same page when it comes to this, and knows exactly what to look for. And also, guys, I would like to say, when it comes to the handler, I forgot to tell you guys, here are a couple of ways that you can detect the handler, okay? They may use gang stalking phrases, such as, something pertaining to what you're going through with your partner. Jokes about, or songs about people having no regards for another person. Making it aware. They would even go as far as to letting you know that they know you are being abused, and to let you know that they feel it's your fault that it's happening. Don't believe it. It's not true. I'm pretty sure you already know that. But a lot of times we will blame ourselves when we don't know better. But in these cases, we know better, right? This is to, like I said, pretty much confuse you and to throw you off. And that's how you can detect the person that's really behind this, because they won't come around that much. But when they do come around, they will make comments about your relationship, but everything will be towards good things about your partner, and not so good things about you. And the whole time you're wondering, how do they feel that comfortable speaking on that person like that when they're not even supposed to know who they are? And that's when you start to wonder, like, I introduced you to this person. You haven't even been around them like that. I barely see you as a family member. So if I'm with this person, they should be barely seeing you too. So how do you feel that comfortable speaking about this person, taking up for them in their position in this relationship? Why are you even comfortable speaking on our relationship, period? So just watch out for those things, and they will bring it up. You're not going to say anything, they're going to say it, okay? It was just, this has just been on my mind. I was just trying to, figure out how I was going to present this, and I hope I presented it in a way that everybody, understand what I mean when I say, know who's coming into your life and why. And I'm not saying that we have to turn into Inspector Gadget and question everybody's motive, but if it seems funny, if you feel something, trust your intuition, and then you look into it, and to protect your energy, your safety, even other members of your family. Because I personally am speaking on this because I feel like certain people in my family have orchestrated certain relationships that I have been involved in the past, and because it just, I thought I introduced them to the person, but it seemed like the way they were speaking, like they already knew the person. So now that I have waken up, I know better, and I know the truth now. And I just wanted to share this with everyone else. So that's all I wanted to say for this video, guys. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video if you don't mind. And until the next, and don't forget to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. And until the next video, peace and love.